woman can't save you from nothing. She really can't. She can encourage you. She can tell you to be better. She can point some things out to you. She can do that, but you can't put it on a woman to save you. That's not her. That's not her job. Even in the Bible, women are supposed to be the help meet. In other words, you be the leader. You have the vision. You do supposed to do as a man, and she comes along and say, "Hey, let me assist you with what you're doing to get to, the journey you're getting to, right?" So, and some of those guys too, like I said, from what I hear, a lot of it is lame speak because they can't get women in America, and they really can't get nothing but prostitutes in third world countries.
So basically, you're just saying sounds like that movement is full of what may be considered incels, or just.
From what I hear, yes.
Okay.
Because men of means are not crying about no black women, no white women, no Asian, Hispanic. They're not crying about women at all. Why? Because when you're successful, women see it on you. They gonna say, "Oh shoot, let me go talk to him." Or you going in certain hotels, you going in certain restaurants, you taking certain vacations.
That's
right.
True.
The men that can afford the Ritz-Carlton, you know what I'm saying? The men that can afford that kind of life, they meet different type of women. Okay, the men that's going to Miami doing certain things in Atlanta, traveling overseas, being in something like the Kempinski Hotel or the St. Regis or whatever. Hotels as 5-star hotels or certain vacations. Those men are not complaining about women because women gonna come their way. It's a given.
That makes sense. That's true. Whether or not we want to believe, that's true.
Men's social currency is success.
Yeah.
Women's social currency is their beauty.
Yeah.
Whether you like it. Listen, it don't matter how much money a woman got. Oprah Winfrey, even in her prime, had money. You didn't hear guys talking about, "Ooh, let me look at the Oprah on a magazine." Never heard that. But they'll look at Kenya Moore. Right? It's all about the look.
Yeah. No, and I know that what you said right now is some women's blood is boiling, and that's always a hot topic. But I'm like, me personally, about that idea about that a woman can't necessarily change her value in the sexual marketplace through her education, through the amount of jobs that she's had or the success that she's
that's for her personal edification. When it comes to men, you go all the way back to the creation of man. Men are visual, right?
Oh, I agree.
Men are visual. They're visual. And based on even, how the man, as the man's money come along, as he gets higher up, if he don't have a woman yet from when he started from the beginning, his woman's going to match his money. It's just how it is. Education is important. I don't agree with having a dumb woman. Oh, no. I don't believe a woman should just be pretty. I believe a woman should be pretty and educated. Because at times you may need some advice on something and she's like, "I don't know. What do you think?" I'm asking you a question. So no, I believe a woman should have an education. I believe in education, right? You can have it all. That's how I look at it. But when it comes to men is not going to ask you what degree you have. They're going to look at you and try to figure out what you got going on based on your overall look. That's just bottom line.
I don't disagree with you. I think that's just what it is. That is what it is. But I'm just saying there's people out there who are upset about that. Just leave it at that. But
men or women?
Change biology, huh?
Men or women?
I would say women.
Women married?
I'm sure you have seen those midnight specials or those television specials, or even just look at Kevin Samuels. How many women have called in and said, "Listen, I got this education. I'm making this amount of money. I do ABC, X, Y, and Z." And he's like, "Height, weight, dress size." And like, "What do you mean? Well, I got, I'm making this."
Well, that's Kevin's thing on that. I'm not going to go into that situation because one thing about black men, Kevin's ideology is a certain size.
It's a certain size.
Call it what it is. A woman got a big old booty that you can bounce a quart off of. Negroes are simping. Let's call it what it is.
Yeah.
So let's not even go there. So I would just say, but because you have girls that may not match what Kevin says on his scale, that's pulling dudes left and right.
Oh, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? And she don't even match that. So what I'm saying is, if she's pretty, even if she has weight to her, dudes are gonna holler.
Period.
Yeah,
I don't disagree. I don't. I think it's really
because a lot of them have kids. I'm saying, well, somebody laid up with them.
Yeah, I think it's that. I think it's that. Men are pretty simple when it comes to that kind of stuff. I think
Very simple. If you could, you look. You know, you have a look that, and beauty is in the eye of the beholder. What you like is not what somebody else gonna like.
Yeah.
So basically, if you're a good person, you have a good character about yourself, you're pretty, you know, you cook, you're not a liar, you know, you're definitely not a liar, because a liar is horrible. You know, you straightforward, you know, straight laced.
Yeah.
I mean, you could get in there with a lot of men.
Yeah.
But to be upfront with a man on the first date, that's kind of what you're looking for. I always tell women and men that you need to lay out what you're looking for in that first date. And if it's not the same, like say, hey, what are we doing? Well, we just dating. Oh no, I ain't wasting no money. Are we going to be doing this to like because I want a serious relationship, or what are we going to do? Because you gotta let people know up front, because all this dating, that costs money. I don't believe a man should waste his money on no female. I believe he should take him to Starbucks. That way, if you don't like her, you ain't out a lot of money. And if she ghosts you, good. You need her no way.
I understand. I wouldn't advise anybody to, you know, take somebody to a 5-star restaurant on a first date. I don't think that makes any sense. Now I know there's people out there who would disagree, women out there who would disagree. Like, girl, unless he taking me to Ruth Chris, I ain't, you know. But I'm like,
take you to Ruth Chris for what? That's what I'm saying. That's that entitlement talking. Who are you for a man to take you to Ruth Chris? Who are you? Let me tell you something about women. When women like you, you can go sit down in a park with a pressed ham sandwich and some Cheetos, and she will be so happy with you.
That's absolutely right.
You understand? Some of my best dates that me and my wife did in the past was going to Discovery Green and things like that. I remember recently she looked at even the ring I gave her when we got married. I'm like, oh my God. I was like, I know I didn't have no money back then, you know, versus today. Well, it's totally different. But, you know, and I'm not saying I'm a rich man, but I'm just saying I'll do a little bit better. But what I'm saying is, if a woman loves you, she loves you. Okay. And if a man know that woman loves him and is in his corner like that, he gonna want to do more for her. But you come in, gimme. No. So gimme got his hand broke.
And to your point, I agree. All these high standards that some of us ladies say that we need to have go out the door as soon as we meet a dude that we are really feeling. If he look good, if he's talking good, you will adjust those standards fast. I've seen it.
So, like you got standards. You know, like Tupac said, go buy it yourself. Is that what you want? You want a Louis bag? Go buy it yourself. Like why are you telling a man you just met to go buy? They got to take you to the mall and buy you this. Okay, he buy you this, and then you got about 10 other dudes in your phone that you call to take you out on dates. Every day you want to go out to the restaurant, so you call this dude Monday, this dude Tuesday. At 7 days a week, you go into the restaurant. You can't cook. Okay, you can't cook. You can't clean half of the time, but you're entitled. You look at some of these females, they take pictures and their house is a freaking mess.
I've noticed that. I started really noticing that on Instagram, where I'd see face beat, you know, weave, edges laid on point, you know what I mean? Like outfit, everything. But then you see a pile of laundry in the back, and I see, you know, bags of Cheetos on the floor. And I'm like,
when I was a single man, I left out of a woman's house like that one time. I went in there, you know, she invited me to go over there. So I go, I said, okay, you know, everything. And then I get in there, and the first thing I do, I start looking on the floor, and I start looking around, you know, and I start seeing all that stuff all over the place. Bathroom not clean, all that. So, oh no, I said, hey, my job called me. They called me for overtime. I said, I gotta go. So I left. I said, yeah. They called me at the refinery. I got to, you know, I'm working in the refinery. I said, yeah, they called me for overtime, and I was on call. Get out of there. I'm a firm believer. A woman don't clean her house and her room and everything else she don't clean, and she's surely not cleaning her thing down there. That's how I feel about that. And I don't want nothing involved in that. Your house better smell good and everything. Because when I was a single man, I always had my house vacuum, swept, mopped, bathroom clean, was sitting oil going all over the place.
Yeah. No, I hear you. I hear you.
I hate filth. Oh, I hate filth. I hate it.
No,
Soap and water is too cheap too to be dirty. Deodorant is too cheap. Put some deodorant on.
Oh God.
Brush your teeth. Comb your hair. Wash your face. Do something.